Mackenzie, welcome back. Obviously, quite the year for you last year. 3-0, a couple of finishes, great fights. I mean, does it feel like just kind of everything's clicking for you right now?
Yeah, I definitely think I am at the right structure in my life. I have the right support that I need. Since my pregnancy, I think a big thing I was saying was that I kind of lost a lot of muscle and that I wanted to eventually gain that muscle. So this was the first camp that I felt like, okay, my boxing, my striking, I'm getting to a good level, my grappling staying sharp. Now I'm ready to add one more responsibility to my camp. And this camp, I brought in my coach from Brazil, Rogério Camus, to do my strength training. So it's good to see that as the fights, you're going up the ranks, you're getting more fights, you're able to bring in more responsibilities, and you're just feeling good, like in your camp and everything, to be able to add more things, So I'm really starting to be, I think, champ material.
Nice. Let's say, 'cause it felt like for a while you're kind of figuring out which camp made sense and where you fit in. So now does it feel like the structure is set and you're kind of where you're going to be?
Yeah, for sure. Ruka is like with Coach Perillo. Will be almost a year, I think, in September, So kind of almost 1 year that I'm officially with him. It's like a private gym, So I think I'm a fighter that kind of does good at private gym, And yeah, it's like kind of he's been through all these champions, and it's cool when you have like my strength coach, my boxing coach, they have like this artwork that they want to do. I'm the artwork, and and I kind of just trust their process and let them do what they want with me, and kind of, I know that in the end they have the finished product that they want, and they're gonna do a masterpiece.
So it's interesting for you to say, like, I feel like I'm championship material now. I mean, you always had such high expectations, right? People around you were saying, hey, she had it. Did you maybe not necessarily believe it in the beginning?
I believed it, but it wasn't like a focus for me, Like, of course, you go to fight, but for me, it was just to make money and kind of have that celebrity life, and go party after, it's just by myself, and I was kind of just enjoying the moment as it comes, I didn't take fighting as a strategy-wise. Okay, who should I fight next? How do I go up the rankings? It was just kind of the UFC, the public was doing it all for me, And then now, after my loss and the pregnancy, I had to take control of my career and start to figure out what I want, And now I'm just focused on the fight, on the belt, I don't think about, I think about party after the belt, to celebrate, But until then, I just have like the blinders on, and that's the only thing I see.
That's awesome. Talk about this matchup. I mean, when it was announced, it kind of surprised us, right? I think just because we didn't know when she was going to compete again. So when they came to the name, were you surprised, or were you anticipating this at all?
Yeah, for sure I was surprised because I was looking for someone in the top 10, Even before I fought Virna, I was asking for someone, higher ranked than me. So, but it was hard because, the pandemic, the visas and injuries and things like that, it was not a lot of options. And we were looking at the list of top 10, and Nina was someone who was there, but we said, man, like she's at a good ranking, but we don't know if she's going to come back fighting, We didn't really know what to think about Nina, She had a good number next to her, but we said, like, man, I don't know, Claudio Gadelha, Carlos Esparza, who could we fight, And then Mick came back and he said, Nina. I said, what? So I was really, really happy for the opportunity to be like moms, I said, like, okay, this is going to be really good. And then, of course, with her ranking, it's like, okay, this is a good opportunity, and I'm so happy to finally get, someone ranked. I didn't move at all after my last fight, so this is the time that I really want to show, like, with a big difference, 11 to number 5, it's a pretty good jump. So we'll see where I go after this fight. Hopefully I get the win good, and I can really prove myself to be a champ, like, contender.
So in scouting her, what do you expect? Because she hasn't fought in a long time, so it's been a long layoff. And it's funny because you talk about how being a mom like kind of changed you and really kind of put things into focus. Are you kind of expecting her to be different than the last time we saw her, maybe even improved, even though she's been away?
Yeah, I can't underestimate Nina at all. I think that, if there's anyone to come and really improve in all the aspects, it's someone like her. I know for sure Amanda, she just had a camp too. So for sure they have a good support system, and, they live fighting, So no way to not get, evolve in some things. But, I'm kind of like 14 months, I don't know, maybe 14 or 15 months ahead of her in this whole process, Like, it's not, I didn't go through this like 5 years ago, I kind of my daughter's going to be 2 still, so I'm kind of just a little bit ahead of her, and I kind of know a little bit what she's going through. And really, it's just you're trying to catch up, you're trying to catch up to where you left off at. And yeah, I think it's a good time to find Nina. I can't, I know she did 100%. She gave her 100% in this camp to the best of her ability, but I don't think she realizes how much of a better fighter she'll be maybe in 10 months from now, in 15 months. And that's where I feel I'm at now, So, yeah, she's dangerous, she's strategic-wise, she's good. She's good all the way to the 3 rounds, She has good takedown defense, but I like that it's a striker versus grappler, like it's a little bit more fish out of the water when it's completely striker versus grappler, But yeah, Nina's, you can't mess around. She's number 5 for a reason. So I think it will be exciting to see what her mom experience was compared to my mom experience,
You mentioned Amanda. I know you're not fighting her, but is it intimidating at all to look over and see the goat in her corner over there?
I've actually fought a girl that Amanda was in her corner too before on Invicta, so I'm kind of used to seeing Amanda in the corner, all the time, So definitely, I've always had so much respect for both of them. Before they offered the fight, we follow each other on Instagram and always talk to each other, So definitely I see them as almost like friends, So yeah, I don't feel intimidated or anything like that. I think it's really nice, nice to be 2 moms, and enjoying this process. I know that no matter what, we're gonna have a connection,